Hi everyone, it's Nikki Hall here from Polkadoodles again. This time I just want to show you around our latest collection, which is another Dollie Daydream collection, but it's Dollie Goes East. And if you know me, you'll know that I'm not really a kind of Oriental girl. I find Oriental collections are very often really kind of quite dark and overpowering, and it's just not me. I'm kind of a bit more, I like grungy things, but I also like pretty as well. But we've all fallen in love with this collection, and it was inspired by a particular colour scheme that I really wanted to use. So this is actually a CD collection, so you're going to get all of this on the CD, but also we are now making our CDs available as full downloads, so you can download the entire CD and it will run on your computer in this format. So if you're not into CDs or you've never used a CD in your crafting before, then basically this is the way to go, because what it does is if you use Digis and you download Digis all the time, which I know thousands and thousands of you do, but then I always hear loads of people who use Digis say, I don't use CDs, I hate them. Well, that's just kind of like, it's a bit nonsense really, because all that happens on a CD is that you get loads more stuff for your money than you get with a Digi. So this is basically the format our CDs are in, and it's really easy. It's just about navigation more than anything, nothing complicated. So let's have a look at the collection. So we've got Dollie. So on here there are 12 really awesome Digis of our lovely Dollie, all in these Orientals, and you can see these are really cute, even if I do say so myself. This one is one of my faves, and I think this is probably going to be the most popular. Look at that figure, to die for. And we've got a bit of a more sort of kawaii one here, which is a bit more funky. And don't forget that we always give you the coloured version of this as well. So these are all digi-coloured, just to give you an idea. And if you love your colouring and you're into all your markers and your alcohol markers and graphite, then basically use these as colour ideas. So I've purposely here, I could have so easily just done all of the Orientals with black hair, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to give you some other ideas. So you know, here we've got blues, and it's really great to get an idea of all the shading and where you should put all your tone and you know, kind of what to work for. Sometimes when you just look at a black and white image, if I show you, you know, for instance on here, this one, it's quite hard to see if this is actually hair here or whether it's a hat or something like that. But if by just sort of like following the guide that I've given you, you can see it's actually her hair. So you know, you can follow this. Obviously you don't need to use my colours, but it's there to give you an idea of where to add your shade and your tone. So that's basically our Digistamp collection. So if I go into, let's have a look at papers. These are stunning. So on this CD you get 21 paper designs, so that's 21 individual papers, and then each of these papers is in 10 colorways. So these are basically very textured, these papers. So they are set up really with scrapbookers in mind, because I know how much you all love the Oriental kind of look, you know, and it's kind of something, I mean, look at the texture in there, it's fantastic. It looks like a piece of basil cardstock. So you know, you're gonna absolutely love these. Just go back to get back to the paper menu. So colourful. This collection was totally designed by me to work with a particular colour palette, and I wanted it to be really bright and colourful. Love this, it's one of my favourites. And then there's other ones here as well. This teal colour is my all-time favourite colour, probably because it reminds me of Tiffany's. But you know, again, you know, you would be paying sort of what, 60-70 pence in a craft shop for a piece 12 by 12 like that. These are all, by the way, set up as 8 by 8 sheets, so they'll fit onto an A4, which is our British size. I need to show you this one, because this is, let me show you this in orange. This is one of my favourite papers. I just love this, and all of the elements on this paper, so the cherry blossom, the bird cage, and these lanterns, you actually get these on the CD, so you can layer up your own as well. And these are obviously in all 10 colourways, so it's going to work with whatever it is that you're making. So let's have another quick look. We've got fans here. These are quite busy, these papers. You've got some very muted ones to match the busier ones as well. Let's have a look at this one. Again, that lovely teal colour, so fantastic. I mean, it's just the right time of year. We're into, well, as I'm recording this, it's Chinese New Year, so it's Year of the Horse, which is my year apparently. So here's a lovely one. My gorgeous dragonfly. I have a bit of a thing about dragonflies rather than butterflies, it has to be said, but I love both. And then we've got these gorgeous cherry blossom papers as well, which again, just really stunning. Okay, so you can get an idea of the sort of colours that you're going to see. We've got lots of toppers and mats. Now the mats, this is a new thing that I've done for this CD, and the reason I've done this, if I could just go back to the menu, when we go into our dollies, you can see here just on these couple I've actually given you different dresses which have got lots of detail, and obviously oriental patterns are very detailed, but I didn't want to overdo it on the digis, so I've given you a plain version. And what I really want you to do, or what I'm hoping you do, is you use the mat sheets, which are these, to actually paper piece these patterns. So the idea was that I've reduced all of these really, I mean, they're quite detailed patterns right down to you into a small size, so then you can paper piece the clothing and really get an oriental feel to the dresses and everything that you're going to use. So just to give you, just in case you've never seen one of my videos before, these are going to open up. The mat sheets are actually an A4 JPEG. All the individual elements are all PNGs, clear PNGs on 300 dpi resolution. So amazing. If you want to actually make this even smaller, unclip picture to frame there. And if you go down this side, you can make it even smaller, look, so it's going to fit 2 sheets. If we want to fill a page there, just click to 2 and it's going to print 2 of that. So we can go even smaller if we wanted to. So if you wanted to start actually using some of these papers as patchwork, really, really easy to do that. And then you just click print. So these are going to open in your default Windows viewer. You can view these CDs on a Mac as well, but you won't get this navigation menu. Basically, you'll be able to get all the files through your Mac Finder, but you just can't actually view in the view the CD as we're going through it now, sort of to go through the navigation. So you can see we've got these fab toppers, peacocks, love peacocks, this lovely gazebo here, and I have drawn every single one of these elements. There's nothing here that's photo element or anything like that. We've got shapers and templates. This is basically shaped cards, fans, screens, lots of different things. Lots of different things that you can do. Oh, bear with me because I've just shut down my CD now, which was a bit stupid of me. Oh crikey, what a fool. Just bear with me. Don't want to re-record this again. Just bear with me. That serves me right for not actually having my CD in my computer, doesn't it? So I'll just go right back to the beginning so you can see how easy it is to load up anyway. So envelopes and inserts. So we've got lots of envelopes here, all pre-done for you. There's a couple of different shapes. I think you've got 2 or 3 shapes on here, and we've also got inserts, and these are stunning. So these, just print these out. These are pre-sized to fit 6x6 for those of you that like your square cards. Obviously you can resize them to 8x8 if you want as well, but you know, just print these out and use them as the front of a card because they are fantastic for that. And you've also got A5 on here as well, so all the elements from the CD, so you know everything is going to coordinate. We've then got embellishments, so all of the different things that make up all of these images are all here as little pre-coloured embellies, because you know, you don't always want to, if you're spending hours colouring a digistamp as a character or something, you know, you don't always then want to have to colour all the embellishments as well. So everything's here to colour coordinate. Lots of butterflies, dragonflies, loads of different things. We've got builder flares, so again, all, if you haven't got die cuts, you know, you can just trim these out, or you can put these through your Cameo. You can use all of these images on your Cameo silhouette, or on your graphic, on your on your what do you call it, craft robo. And just whilst I'm here to touch on the Brother Scan and Cut machine, any of our digital images that you get on a CD or a download, we have no issue whatsoever with you using with your Brother Scan and Cut. You are welcome to scan them in, you can resize them, you can cut them out, you can do more or less whatever you want with it on that machine. What you can't do obviously is redistribute any of our images. You can't share them with anybody, you can't make images and weld them with something else and then share it too, because that would be a derivative. All that you cannot do, as far as I'm concerned, with a Polkadoodles image is when it comes to an actual clear polymer stamp or a rubber stamp, you cannot scan our stamps into the Brother Scan and Cut and resize it and save it. We have no issue with you actually scanning stamps into the Scan and Cut to actually cut them out and make it easy for you, but you cannot resize those stamps and you cannot save those images onto the machine. Okay, so just to be absolutely perfectly clear, you cannot, we don't mind you cutting out the stamp as it is on a stamp design on the Brother Scan and Cut or any other machine that does that, but you cannot resize them and you cannot save them to the machine. But we have no issue with you doing that with any of our digital products whatsoever. So just lastly, to have a quick look through the sentiments, this is our alphabet here, PNG tiles again. We've got sentiment sheets on A4. These are on sheets rather than individuals, so you can cut them out with your spellbinders or your tattered lace dies, whatever it is you want to cut them out with, and you're not going to waste paper. Again, you can resize them through that print option. And then we've got these fabulous tickets. There's about 60-70 different sentiments in here. You've got these little badges, and then we've got these lovely sentiment scrolls. So the idea with these is just cut them out very roughly, distress all the edges, and then roll them up at the ends, and it'll make you a little scroll that you can use with your sentiments. So that's basically a really quick look round. So just to show you those digits again, these are available on the polkadoodles.co.uk website as individual digis at £2 each. You get 12 on here, which would be £24 just to get the digis, this CD collection, or as a download, because you can download this whole collection in this format, is only £14.99. So save yourself a ton of money and get loads and loads of extra stuff by doing it that way. So don't forget, it's polkadoodles.co.uk, or you can get it through our or you can get the digis individually, not the whole collection, but you can get the individual digis through our Etsy shop, which is Polkadoodles Digi on Etsy. Okay, thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.